right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our broadcast today. This is William Bell, and I'd like to thank you for tuning in with us. I have in the virtual studios with us Ms. Gwen Christensen of Builders, Floors, and Interiors. And once again, welcome, Gwen, and thank you for being with us today.
It's great to be here. Thanks, William.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to take a few minutes to introduce Ms. Christensen. She is the owner of Builders, Floors, and Interiors, which was a company that was started June 1st, 1997, with a small business loan. Prior to that, she had sales manager experience. She was a sales manager of decorative products of local paint manufacturing company that had 10 decorating centers, and Gwen was the buyer of floor covering for those centers. She also managed decorators. She did sales calls to local commercial accounts and builders, and then later she opened a decorating center with an independent carpet store, sold carpet, wood, vinyl, wallpaper to builders and their clients. And she also sold commercial carpet to contractors and commercial accounts. And I believe she did that for about 9 years, and now she's running her own business, which is a very successful business, Builders, Floors, and Interiors. Welcome once again, Ms. Gwen Christensen.
Thanks a lot, William.
All right, so we're going to be talking today about floors, and I'm sure you're going to floor everybody, right?
I'll try to.
So let's talk about it. Let's see, where do we want to start? What are the benefits, Gwen, of carpet over hard surfaces? Before we get into that, let's just talk. I know I've introduced you, but do you have anything personal that you want to share with us about your business before we get started with some questions? Anything that that we can know that helps us to just get an idea of who Gwen is?
I think really with me, floor covering, I've been in the floor covering business for over 20 years, and to me it's dealing with people. I love to work with people. I love to make things in their lives more aesthetically pleasing to them. I'm overjoyed when someone comes into my shop and says, hey, I'm just really overwhelmed with picking these things out for my home, because that's their biggest thing they're going to do in their life. That's the most expensive thing they're going to do. It's the most important thing is their home, what it's going to look like, and they're going to live in it. It's part of their personality. So when they can come in and I can help them make that transition from not having anything picked out and not knowing how their house is going to look, if I can create an image for those people and make it look great and just ease their mind about it. I mean, that's the greatest thing about my job as far as I'm concerned, is working with people and making their lives a little bit easier and making them happy, and then therefore it makes me happy to be able to work with them.
Yes, I can understand that, because I can imagine with all of the decisions with colors and textures and everything that people have to go to make a decision on what's going to look like in the end. And a lot of people just don't have that ability to visualize what their home and rooms are going to look like. So having someone with your expertise is really great. Now, the title of our topic tonight is getting the best carpet for the price. So we're going to be focusing on carpet. And having said that, Gwen, what are the benefits of carpet over hard surfaces?
Well, really, carpet provides warmth and comfort in a home. Hard surface is, if you walk on a hard surface, it's loud. It reflects, the sounds bounce off of the wood, or the ceramic tile is cold. So carpet really cushions, and it is a warm feeling to someone being in the room, and it makes them feel a lot. It's just a warmer situation to be in. It reduces the noise of their surroundings. It maintains the appearance of the room itself, and it improves really the air quality. People talk about with allergies, they say, well, I don't need any carpet in my room because I have allergies. But really, the carpet absorbs the allergens that are in the atmosphere around you. So that old feeling of saying, well, you have to rip out all your carpet because you have allergies is not really what it's all about. It's the fact that it does absorb those allergens, and it just really saves money over time, because the carpet is recycled. Once they manufacture carpet, they recycle. It's very green. That's the really big deal right now as far as people think they want to live green. Most of the carpet that is made is recycled again and made into new carpet for another situation. So it's really just the warmthness of the carpet that really makes it just feel really good to be around that situation, rather than having the hardness of wood or ceramic tile. Of course, I sell all of those products, but carpet is our mainstay from what we sell.
Okay, well, that was a full seminar, Gwen, with just that information. And I never thought about how it improves the air quality and reduces the allergen. So that is very good. I have all of those surfaces in my home, I'm sure, as most people do. You've got tile, you have hardwood floors, and then you have carpet. And I can tell you, during the wintertime, I really hate stepping barefoot on some of that tile.
Ceramic tile. I mean, it's very cold. Exactly. That's why you need those area rugs, which we make area rugs too. We can fix you up with those for sure.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, tell me, you know a lot about carpet, and I've actually attended one of your workshops where you got into the nitty-gritty and even talked about where carpet comes from, and I'm sure a lot of people out there may not have an awareness of where carpet comes from. So tell us where it comes from and how is it made, and maybe some of the differences in the types of fiber and fabric that carpet is made from.
Sure. Back in the 1950s, really that's when carpet started being made on a mass situation. Before, if you remember your grandmother's braided rug, carpets were woven. Back in India, all the Indian rugs, the Persian rugs, and so forth are woven by hand. And in the 1950s, the manufacturers finally developed the stitching machines that actually tuft the carpet together. They spin the fiber, which is made from either nylon or polyester or an olefin or different types of fiber. They actually spin that fiber and then tuft it. They have a machine that has hundreds of needles that actually tuft it. If you can imagine, just like tufting a backing to the fiber, and then once they tuft that together, then it is sheared off. If it's a cut pile carpet, it is sheared off. It's a level loop. It's just allowed to have a loop. It's just looped into the backing of that carpet. So that's really the way it's manufactured. 95% of the carpet nowadays is actually tufted rather than woven together, because weaving is just a very slow process, and it's just not done, as much as it was done before. So the tufting is really the part of that's really done with the primary backing of the carpet. Then they put a secondary backing. They use an adhesive that they have a secondary backing that makes the carpet stronger. So the carpet's construction is really advanced to the point where when you go and buy a piece of carpet, you are looking for that quality of that carpet, and knowing that it's been tufted and that it does have a primary backing that's going to hold all that together. You hear about stretching problems. A lot of times when you go into a house where you might see a ripple in the carpet, and people wonder, well, why there's a ripple in the carpet. Many times the carpet needs to be restretched, but then sometimes it's actually delaminated. The primary backing is delaminated away from the secondary backing, and that's causing that carpet to weave. If you've ever seen a carpet that's in a home that does have that kind of a lump in it, we have people call us about restretching all the time. So that's part of the construction of the carpet, that you have to look for a carpet that has the quality that it won't delaminate over time and over heavy use.
Okay, so it really takes someone who knows a little bit about carpet and to be able to select the quality of carpet, and that's where your expertise comes in. So people can contact you, and you can give them that information and guide them along making the right decisions that'll last them quite a while in their flooring.
Exactly.
Now,
go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Typically, I wanted to talk about the different types of fiber. Actually, probably 90% of the fiber that is sold is a nylon fiber, and that is a synthetic product, which is nylon. There are products also that are polyesters, and then olefin products that are also polyester. Olefins are usually used, they're very good as far as resistance to stain and so forth, but they don't wear very well, so they're not used in a very heavy-duty type situation. A nylon is probably the strongest fiber that is manufactured, and then the polyesters come behind that. So there's just different types of actual fiber that are produced that you need to look for when you are looking for carpet. You have to look at the situation of, what you're going to do. What kind of, is it going to be heavy traffic, or like less traffic in the bedroom would be less traffic than actually in your den? So you need to look at the construction of that carpet and see the types of fiber that are available and see what's appropriate for that particular situation.
So given the information you just shared with us about the differences between nylon, polyester, wool, and olefins, let's say that we've got different scenarios where we're talking bedroom, we're talking, the family room, we're talking a high-traffic hallway, or even a business setting. Which of these would you recommend for those types of situations?
Well, I'm a big proponent of nylon because nylon is probably the strongest fiber and the most expensive fiber that is produced. It has the ability. There's a variety of different color schemes that you can get in the fibers. It's very excellent. The resiliency is very good. It's very durable. The abrasive resistance and texture retention is very good. And one thing about texture retention, when I tell people many times when they come to my shop, I tell them, I say, carpet is never going to wear out. Nylon will never wear out. You will never see a hole in nylon. It would be very unusual for you to see a hole in nylon. Carpet uglies out. It becomes matted down. It becomes pressed down, matted, and does not appear to look good. So it's the fact that you need to understand what you're looking at, what situation, if you're going to have a high traffic, we need to find you the best fiber that is going to be the most resilient to your situation. And that's what I do when someone comes in my shop. Since I have been a buyer of carpet, I've looked at thousands, literally, of different styles of carpet, and I know the best product for the best situation. So when you come in to me, you say, well, we're in a high traffic, the kids are going to be running back and forth across the room, we're going down to the swimming pool, then I'm going to look at the best fiber that I can get you to perform in a situation that you're looking for.
Okay, very good. Gwen, let's take a moment here and give people an opportunity to contact you. Ladies and gentlemen, we're speaking with Miss Gwen Christensen of Builders Floors and Interiors, and she's got over 20 years experience in the carpet and flooring business. We're talking today on the subject of getting the best carpet for the best price, and she is definitely an expert in her field. And I'd like for you, Gwen, if you don't mind, to let them know maybe your website name, give them a phone number where they can contact you and how they contact you, whether by appointment, et cetera, so that people will know. We just want to make sure that we get the information out there.
Certainly. My company is Builders Floors and Interiors. We are located near the Wolf Chase Mall in Memphis. My telephone number is 901-382-2155, 382-2155. You can reach me at gwenm@bellsouth.net or buildersinteriors@gmail.com. My webpage is buildersfloorsandinteriors.com. So you can even Facebook me. It's Gwen Christensen or Builders Floors and Interiors Memphis, and either forcarpintingmemphis.com also. So I have a lot of locations. I'm part of the social media situation, so I want to try to reach the people, or have people reach me when they need to reach me. But the quickest way to call me is 901-382-2155.
All right. Okay, very good. Thank you. So many ways to reach Gwen. Now, Gwen, let's talk about the construction methods. There are different types of methods that are used to construct carpet. What information can you give us there?
Well, typically the tufting or the woven carpets, like I said, the woven carpets were manufactured a long time ago. They're not used as extensively. The tufting is the way that the construction of the carpet is made nowadays, where they actually, when the fiber is extruded from the nylon or polyester fiber is a product of oil. It comes to the manufacturing company, is actually spun into, actually sometimes it comes like, for instance, by PET fiber, they actually take Coca-Cola bottles or plastic bottles and manufacture carpet from it. That's part of the recycling situation. So it's extruded from plastic, comes from pellets from those particular manufacturing companies, comes to the carpet manufacturing company. They take those pellets and bring it down to actually spin it into a fiber. Then it is actually gone into the weaving machines, and they actually tuft that fiber to a backing, and then the adhesive is put below that, and then a secondary backing is put onto that. So it depends on the fiber that has come. They do the same situation with a nylon fiber, which is usually a more expensive type of fiber. Then they go into the polyester fibers. Then they go into olefins, where it's still a less expensive fiber. And then, of course, the wool fibers are much more expensive. They come from New Zealand most of the time. They're actually from the wool then it gets tufted there. So there are different types of fibers. The big thing right now really is the Triexta fiber, which is a third-generation polymer that has been designed, and really it is like the final extension of the polyesters. In fact, Mohawk Industries has actually had it trademarked into that it's not a polyester anymore. They call it a polymer because it's so stain resistant and so resistant to wear and tear that they're giving extensive warranties to the carpet. For instance, we typically have a 10-year texture retention warranty for most of our nylons. These Triexter fibers are now advertised, and they will give a 15-year texture retention warranty, which is really pretty unheard of. So it's just these new fibers. Every year there's a new technology, a new situation where new items that enhance the wearability of the carpet are introduced. So that's some of the things we work with every day, learning these new things that are coming through. So that's what we're constantly trying to educate ourselves as well as educating our customers on what the best carpet is for them to find at the best price.
Okay, and now, I'm not quite as familiar with the terminology that you use, and I know there's something called cut pile, there's loop, and cut-in loop, and is that kind of what you were speaking of before, or is this something different than the...
Well, actually, there's types of carpet. The type of carpets, really, when they extrude the carpet, when the carpet, it comes from the pellet form into a long fiber form, they actually tuft that. Now, they can tuft it in different ways. They can actually cut the carpet and make it a cut pile carpet. They have cutting machines that actually, like scissors, that actually, when that fiber is coming through the weaving machine, they actually shear off that fiber and make it into what they call a cut pile carpet. Now, if you want to have a level loop carpet, the carpet comes through the weaving machine, it's looped, and they leave it alone, and that becomes a looped carpet or a low-profile carpet, or some people kind of respond to a Berber-type carpet. People generally know what Berber is. It's actually a level loop-type carpet. So those are different, or you can have, they even now make it where you have a level looped carpet and they shear off another section. They have it's called a cut and loop type carpet. So there are a lot of ways they can actually construct the carpet to give you different designs, and those designs are ways that they make it more wearable for you. For instance, a cut pile carpet, when the stain falls into a cut pile carpet, it falls into the stain. It falls into the fiber. Whereas a Berber carpet, it's in a loop. When that stain falls on that loop, it stays on the top of the fiber so that the stain is more apparent. So a lot of times when you have a lot of kids and things and cokes and all the things kids do and all the kids that, all the things that are just living, that cut pile is better because that stain is falling down into a cut pile carpet rather than sitting on the top of a level loop carpet. So those are just different construction methods they use for different uses of the carpet.
Oh, okay. Well, very good. Now, performance ratings. How do I determine what carpet has which performance rating, et cetera?
Typically, when you go into a carpet store, you have, like with my store, we've got a 5,000 square foot office space. Half of it is retail showroom space. We have hundreds of samples of carpet. When you go into a retail shop, what you look for, you pull a sample out. A lot of times you look on the back of the carpet, it will, tell you what type of fiber it is. It will say it's 100% nylon. If it says BCF, that means it's bulk continuous filament nylon. There are two types of nylon, staple nylon and continuous filament nylon. Continuous filament nylon is how they produce it. It's one long strand continuous filament of fiber that is tufted in the carpet. A staple nylon is when they buy a lot of small pieces of nylon that get tufted, which the two differences really make the BCF nylon will not shed, where a staple nylon will shed the first probably 10 or 12 times you vacuum. So when you look for if you look on the back of a piece of carpet, when you always look for BCF, because that means it's continuous filament. That means it's not going to shed. It's not going to fill your vacuum cleaner up with a bunch of filaments over a couple of months' time. I'm not saying a stable nylon is not good, but a BCF nylon is usually just a little bit easier to deal with. On the back of that carpet sample, it will tell you that it's nylon. It will tell you whether it's a polyester. It will tell you it's triexta, which is the smart strand polymer I was just talking about. And then it will also give you a rating typically. It will say a rating between 1 and 5. A 2.5 rating would be that you would want to use it in a bedroom or something that would not take a lot of traffic. A 3.5 or 3 or 3.5 or 4 would mean it's designed for really heavy traffic. So look at the back of that sample and read that and study that, and it will tell you a lot of things about that carpet, that what you're looking for. Am I looking for heavy-duty traffic? Am I going to put this in my den? Is it going to wear well? Is it something that I'm looking for that I need to have to really solve my problems as what I am really looking for to what I want to pay for the carpet, and just comparing what the price is going to be compared to the quality of what I'm looking for.
Now, you touched earlier a little bit on warranties. Let's talk about texture retention warranties. What does that mean to the performance of carpet?
Well, a texture retention warranty really, as I said earlier, means that that carpet is going to wear longer than a carpet that does not have a 10-year tenure. You want to look for a carpet that has a 10-year texture retention warranty, and that's pretty much the caliber of what they're stating as far as the quality is concerned when you're looking at different qualities of carpet. If it's below a 10-year texture retention warranty, it's usually a less expensive carpet. The fiber is not warranted to service you and hold its retention and its buoyancy of the fiber to hold up. If you've ever walked into a home that you see the traffic pattern between the master bedroom and the master bath, you see this tracking and you actually see a line where someone's been walking. And that's what that texture retention warranty is saying, that we are warranting that this carpet's going to hold up its buoyancy and hold up its texture, that you won't see that tracking of those steps between those two rooms. So that's what you need to look for, is that texture retention warranty. And most of the Stainmaster carpets, which I'm a big proponent of Stainmaster because Stainmaster has developed, it's a nylon, and it competes with the Triexter polyester or polymer carpet. It has a 6.6 fiber that is the molecular structure of the fiber of the carpet ensures that that carpet is going to hold up, it's going to shed staining, shed soiling, and actually hold up so that they can warranty that particular carpet for a 10-year period of time. Because the carpet companies have to, those warranties are there stating that states what they're maintaining that carpet is going to be able to wear for that length of time. So they have to stand up to those warranties. So when you look on the back of that carpet, you look for that texture retention warranty. And if it doesn't have one, then they're not warranting that carpet's going to look good in 10 years, in a 10-year period of time. They're just saying, hey, you buy this carpet with no warranties. They may say it have a soil-resistant warranty or static-resistant warranty, but they're not saying that the carpet's going to look good for 10 years. So that's one thing you need to really look for when you're looking for a particular carpet.
Okay, very good. Now that's just some incredible information. There's a lot to take in when you're going through this, and see, all of these decisions are being made for a prospective client or customer when they come into the shop. This is some of what you're doing for them in the process, is making sure that their needs are met and their goals are met in terms of what they have for their rooms. Now, major types of fibers. I know you've touched on Stainmaster versus Triexta, and is there any other fiber that comes into play here when you talk about them, and is there any other information you'd like to add here? Really,
the Triexta and the Stainmaster carpet are really the two of the main carpets now, carpet fibers that have the best quality, and I really I suggest those to my customers. When someone comes into my shop, I look at their budgets. I look at first of all, I see the style that they like, and I want to give them the best carpet for the best price that they can get, and for the performance of what they need in that particular situation. So if they hear an advertisement, the Triexta's, advertisement is on the TV, and they come in and say, Gwen, I've heard this Triexta carpet, this Smart Strand by Mohawk Triexta carpet, and it sounds like a really great carpet. It's telling me about all these warranties and all these things. And then I'll say, hey, it's a really great product, but it's more expensive than possibly a Stainmaster carpet would be. And let me show you a Stainmaster carpet with a 6.6 fiber, which will shed the soiling, which is the molecular structure of that carpet will withstand, will wear for you, and we'll compare these two carpets. So you want to pay X amount of dollars for this carpet, or you want to pay X amount of dollars for this carpet. So it's just a matter of them deciding or looking at the two. I want to give them the options of saying, hey, this is what you want to look at. These are both two very good carpets. They have very good fiber. They both, as far as stainability, they're very good against staining. They're going to wear for a long time. They have texture retention warranties. These are your options, and I want to give you the best carpet I can give you for the price. So that's what I do when someone comes into my shop.
Okay, very good. Well, I tell you, Gwen, the time is really going by. You're sharing some just excellent information with us, and we appreciate it so much, and I know that the listeners will benefit from this, and even others, because this is something that you can make available to people who even come into your shop if they want to learn more. This information can be recorded so that you have access to share it with them. What I'd like to do now, just to make sure that those who may be listening are in tune with who we're speaking with, we're talking with Miss Gwen Christensen, and she is a business owner in the Memphis, Cordova area. She owns Builders Floors and Interiors, which is a full-service retail outlet with a 5,000-square-foot showroom and warehouse. And we're talking today on the subject, getting the best carpet for the best price. Gwen, you have some contact information. I'd like for you to once again share that information with the listeners.
Sure. We are located near the Wolf Chase Mall, off of Germantown Road and Stage Road, very close to the Wolf Chase Mall. My number is 901-382-2155. You can reach me at buildersfloorsandinteriors.com, buildersfloorsandinteriors@gmail.com, and our webpage is buildersfloorsandinteriors.com. We are also, my blog is floorcoveringmemphis.com. I'm on Facebook under Gwen Christensen, which relates back to my company, and on Facebook under Builders, Floors, and Interiors. So there's many ways to find me. Just if you'll look up Gwen Christensen, it usually kind of treks you back to my company and Builders, Floors, and Interiors. So we would love to talk with people, and I always am interested in working with people and just generally talking about their interiors and just giving them information. That's what I'm here to do. I've been in the business for a long time and have learned a lot of things about carpet and floor covering in general, so that we just, be happy to talk to people in general.
Okay, now let's talk about the types of customers that you deal with. Who are the people that your business serves, and who are, the type of businesses that benefit most from what you provide?
Well, my company is called Builders, Floors, and Interiors, and the reason for that is I've dealt with builders for a long time in new construction and worked with a lot of their clients. So really, I've gotten a lot of referrals from people that have built a house, and maybe their aunt or their cousin or their friend has built a house, and we install the carpet for them and work with them with their interior selections, and they call me. So really, it's a conglomerate. I do commercial work. I do a lot of lease spaces. We've done condominium projects where we've installed a full 15 stories of condominiums of carpet or wood, and just work with a lot. My mainstay is working with contractors and their clients. So when a builder calls me and says, Gwen, Miss Jones is going to call you, and she has this amount of allowance for her home, that she comes in and we talk about, what her allowance is and what she's looking for her carpet. And then really talk with her about her interiors, the interior finishes, about her ceramic tile, about her countertops, about her wall colors, about everything about her home is we try to incorporate what she needs for that home. You know, what she needs to make all those colors tie together. Same way with a commercial situation. If someone is leasing a space and, you know, they have no idea what colors they want to do for each room or what countertops they want to do for their kitchens or for their bathrooms or for the floors of the bathrooms, I pretty much coordinate with them, and we take their plan out, look it over, and say, you know, this is what, you know, what colors do y'all like? What are you thinking about? Here are the different carpets that are available. Let's coordinate all this together, and let's make this simple. You know, that's what I'm here for, is to make it easy for you to buy your floor covering and also put together everything you want to put in your particular situation, whether it be a commercial application or for your residence. And that's pretty much what my whole life is involved with builders, floors, and interiors, is making those things happen.
All right. Now, you know, coming into people's homes these days is a very personal thing, and people are always concerned about, you know, who's doing the work. Tell us a little bit about your employees and the people who are the installers for your company, in order to give people a level of comfort, you know, in terms of, you know, having individuals come into their homes. What can you tell us about that experience?
Sure. I've been at my location for 14 years as of June 1 of this year, and I've worked with some of the same installers that install my carpet for these 14 years, plus another 9 years with another carpet company. They come with me when I started my company. So I've actually worked with these installers for over 20 years. My installers are very experienced. They have a high level of technical knowledge about floor covering installation. They are extremely dependable. They come to work to my shop. They are independent contractors. They work, you know, on their own, but they come to my shop as if they work for me, but they don't. But I contract jobs with them, and they are extremely dependable. You know, I rely on them every day. Every day that someone comes in, that they tell me, Gwen, these guys did a great job. That just, you know, makes my life so much easier, because I depend on them. My word is only as good as my installers' work is. So they are extremely, you know, dependable and extremely talented in what they do. I have hard surface guys that install my wood and ceramic tile, which are extremely talented, very dependable. They go into someone's home, treat them with respect, and do exactly what they say they're going to do. When we say we're going to be there between 9 and 10 o'clock in the morning, we're there between 9 and 10 o'clock in the morning, or, you know, that's just the way it is. You know, that service to our customers is the ultimate. I mean, that's what we're about. You can buy a product anywhere, but until you get it installed in a professional manner, it means nothing until that actual job is done, it's completed. You know, just to look at a product is one thing, but to actually have it installed and make it put in the prep, do it correctly, is a totally different situation. So the installers, I get calls all the time about, they write me a letter and say, you know, Gwen, you know, your guys were really good. I really appreciate it, and that type of thing. And I have kind of a ongoing thing with my installers. I say, if someone takes the time to write me a letter and say, Ms. Christensen, your installers were great. They were very polite. They did a wonderful job. We are thrilled with our carpet. They get a bonus. I mean, that's just our ongoing thing. Because if my installers make that special effort, that one extra step to make that customer feel at home, and that they respect them, and they're going to do the best job they can, that I'm going to reward them for doing that. So, you know, I can't say enough about my installers, because they are my word. You know, I'm just selling the product. I'm telling my customer about the product, but they're the ones that are going to install it. They're the ones that are going to make it happen. So they make me look good every day.
Well, that's awesome, and that's really good to hear that, you know, those kind of rewards are still being passed out in this day and time, and especially in this economy. I'm sure it makes them feel very, very good. Now, we're just about to go off live, Gwen, but we're going to stay on for just a few more minutes and make sure that we conclude some of this, because you have a couple more things that you want to share with the audience, and I want to make sure that we get your address before them again. and this will be on the recording. We are not live on the air anymore, but this will be on the recording. So let's just continue to move forward here. Tell us about your showroom, the types of samples you have, and anything related to that you want to share with us.
Sure. As I said, we have a 5,000 square foot office space. Half of it is dedicated to my samples and showroom area. The other half is dedicated to my warehouse, which we stock carpet, surplus carpet, and stock items of carpet, wood, ceramic tile, and our other floor covering products. In the showroom, I have different areas that are segmented. I have different floor covering as far as carpet. I have a whole huge area that has different types of. I try to represent to the public different price levels of carpet and different types of carpet. I represent Nylon carpet, which is a very well-known upper-end type carpet. I have Mohawk carpets, Shaw carpet, Dixie home carpets, different Gulistan carpets, different levels of carpet. So I can actually service anyone. If someone has a very modest home, I can install carpet to that person. If someone has a very expensive home, I try to have the carpet there for that situation too. If someone is doing a commercial job, I have carpet samples for commercial situations, which is a whole totally different facet of the carpet business, is the commercial end of it. So I have samples and display racks of those. I have wood samples of all the pre-finished woods that are available. We represent Mannington floor covering, Bruce floor covering, Mohawk floor covering, and those are wood manufacturers. Actually, they're the big producers of all the wood. We try to get the best manufacturers that are available, which like I said, I've been a buyer of all these products before, so I know who makes the best products. We have no secondary level type product. We have first quality products that we represent to the consumer or the buyer. We also have ceramic tile. All the major ceramic tile companies, Marazzi, Mohawk, again, has got a very big line of tiles. So we have all the major tile companies that are represented. All the laminate floor companies. Laminates become a very popular item. It's like a laminate countertop, but it's made to look. There's so many different styles that are made of laminates now that actually look like wood or actually look like ceramic tile, which are very serviceable and great products. So all of those products are displayed in our showroom for the customer to come if they want to come and take it home, because a lot of times it looks different in my lighting versus what their lighting would be at their home. So I always have, when my customers come in, all my samples are accessible to anyone that wants to take those home to check it out, the colors, and see how it's going to look in their situation. So we've got a huge showroom, and just about anything that you want to buy, I'd like for everybody to touch everything that's in there, that they want to see. If they want to see everything that's available, they can spend a lot of time choosing from different particular samples.
Okay, very good. Well, we've got time for just about one more question, and then we're going to wrap up for this evening. It's been a delight visiting with Gwen Christensen of Builders Floors and Interiors, and she's just got a wealth of knowledge, and I'm sure she could probably do this 5 or 6 more times and never exhaust the wealth of information that she has. It's really, really amazing. Now, what products, Gwen, do you sell, and how? Let's talk about your competition a little bit. How is your product pricing different from that of your competition?
Well, basically, a lot of the retail shops, like you go to the mass merchandisers and other retail shops, I'm in the builder business, and I've always had to be competitive dealing with the builders because they're building homes on a large situation where they are looking for the best price they can get. So when someone comes to see me, they're probably going to get the best price they're going to be able to find in the city because I'm extremely competitive. I don't have a retail price, so to speak. I try to give them the best price I can give them and offer a lot of times my builder pricing, which is the lowest price I sell merchandise at. So I'm very competitive with anyone in the city. I would ask anyone to compare my pricing to anyone else, any other dealer in the city, because I think that I am competitive with them, and I can show them the quality, the apples-to-apples type of situation, that we are all looking at the same quality of carpet or the same quality of wood, same quality of ceramic tile, same quality of laminate, everything that you're looking for. I can tell you that's a good product, and I'm going to be competitive in the pricing. I'm going to be fair to you and give you the best price, the best product I can for the best price.
Well, thank you so much, Gwen, for being with us today. I'm William Bell. We have certainly had a tremendous educational experience. This has been a seminar within itself, just to hear the wealth of information. And Gwen Christensen is with Builders Floors and Interiors. She's in the Wolf Chase area and has been in business for some 20 years with her own business. And prior to that, she worked 9 years with another carpet company and involved in interior decorating, et cetera. And she has been sharing with us some of her expertise and information on carpet, how to choose carpet, the best price for carpet, the way carpet is made, all types of fibers. I mean, she's covered the entire gamut, and so we really, really appreciate that. And you're going to have to come back and be with us again. Before we say goodnight to you, I would like to have Gwen give us her contact information once more. That's one thing we want to do, is make sure that we're letting people know how to get in touch with you. So, Gwen, if you don't mind, you can tell us how to contact you one more time.
Sure, William. We're Builders Floors and Interiors. We are located near the Wolf Chase Mall, off of Germantown Road and Stage. My office number is 901-382-2155. My webpage is Builders Floors and Interiors. My blog is floorcoveringmemphis.com. You can reach me at buildersfloorsandinteriors@gmail.com or gwenm@bellsouth.net. So I'm on Facebook under Gwen Christensen, or Facebook of Builders Floors and Interiors. So you can find me if you put in Gwen Christensen or put in Builders Floors and Interiors, you're going to find me. And we would love to see you. We are anxious to work with clients. We love to work with people and want to give them the best price for the best product that we can give them.
All right, thank you very much. Remember that number, ladies and gentlemen, Builders Floors and Interiors. That's 901-382-2155. Again, that's 382-2155, Builders Floors and Interiors. Ms. Gwen Christensen, thank you so much for being with us today. And to our audience, we thank you for being with us. And for those of you who will be listening to the broadcast delayed broadcast by uploading the archives, we certainly hope that information that has been shared with you on this broadcast has really, really enlightened you. And, of course, when you need carpet or flooring of any type, you know who to contact. Miss Gwen Christensen of Builders Floors and Interiors at 901-382-2155. And with that, we're going to say good evening to you, Gwen.
Oh, good evening, William. Enjoyed it a lot.
Thank you, and we'll look forward to having you back again, and good night to everyone. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.